Oh boy. All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another short, hopefully, message. I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Just coming with a little something, something, and I would title this message, Time to Talk. And that means you, me, anybody have anything they want to share, they want to talk about, you want to ask questions, maybe you got the answers. Maybe you want to even share a vision or a dream. This is the time to talk. So, Sister Deborah, open up the live for you to talk. Like I say, if you got questions, you got answers, you got a vision, you have a dream, or even if you got something to share uh, with us, you can also do so. You can also do so. I want to just go over um, Psalms 20, I think it's 20. Let me get which one it is. Psalms 23. I should have known that. I was thinking Psalms 27, but Psalms 23. In the book of Psalms, chapter 23, David is uh, speaking. And I love the way he is speaking because he's speaking with this here way of showing you and I the power of who the creator is, who he was, and pretty much who he is going to be. I like David in Psalms anyway because David in Psalms he forever showing up and showing out in Psalms in a way that each and every last one of us should always eat from the plate of Psalms. We should always go to that book and eat from it because it's so much that David has left for us and to us so that we can understand how we too can go before the throne of the Most High Yah. A lot of people don't care to go before the throne of the Most High Yah. I do it. I don't have no problem doing it at all. And that also might come from me believing 100% in who he is, who he was, and who he's going to be. I believe that he is all that and some. He's all power, all authority. I mean, when I see him to be any and everything. So I don't have no problem going to the throne regarding any and everything. So in the book of Psalms, Psalms 23 is a Psalms that many people know. I know my son, I believe he had to been 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 5, between 4 and 5, maybe in between somewhere in 4 or 5. I taught him Psalms 23 to where he knew and he know even to today how to say Psalms 23 from beginning to the end. I taught him that as a young child. I can't explain why. I just thought that that was something in this instructions and direction book that he could use the rest of his life. So believe me, that Psalms the whole book of Psalms is so important to you today. And I know people don't take heed to it. They rather see and talk and hear and something they can look at and see and believe and so on. But Psalms, Proverbs is another book that helps you out, especially in this day and time. Psalms help you out in this day and time. So many people don't know that Psalms can help you in just about everything you go through in life. Psalms got something in it that ease and soothe and comfort you in a way that's off the chain. But people don't talk about that. People don't preach it. People don't teach it. No one says anything about any things that contain anything containing Psalms and Proverbs, but it has a meaning in it. Psalms has, it's like, you know how you go to the doctor's office and you're checking on your blood pressure or your sugar or whatever, and you waiting for the doctor to tell you what's what, if it's high, so they can give you your medication. Well, we trust in everything that we can see and believe. Anything the Europeans tell us that is wrong with us and what we need, we take it without even questioning. Sister Deborah is saying to you all, with your backpack, add Psalms and Proverbs to it. What I mean by that, take out you 3 and 4 verses out of just read a chapter out of Psalms and a chapter out of Proverbs every day. Just read it every day. A chapter out of Psalms and a chapter out of Proverbs. And you see how much you learn. Actually, you're going to learn for today. It's not going to give you what you need yesterday. It's going to give you right where you stand today what you need. Just like you put that trust in them doctors giving you all that medication and prescriptions. Oh, this is wrong with you. This is wrong with you. We have such a high level of faith toward man and have very little toward the Most High Yah. Now, in Psalms 23, I'm just going to go I just go through Psalms 23, verse 1. Yah is my shepherd. I shall not want. David is telling you we should never want anything greater than Yah himself. People want husbands, they want a wife, they want a husband, they want a job, they want everything that they desire and they feel they want. But the most thing of all should be wanting the Most High Yah. David says, Yah is my shepherd. I shall not want. Ain't nothing greater than wanting Yah to be your shepherd. Nothing. And I know we think it is. We think it's all about what we want in materialistic and things in the world, but we never think. And we're not going to. Where we at today, it's over. It's over. But this is food for the spirit. You can always add to your backpack. And what does he say in verse 2? He maketh me to lie down in the green pasture. Now listen to this. You see that word make it? You see that word make it? See, we thinking we rule everything. Here is David leaving with us. He don't control nothing. He had a whole army, military. He fought many wars. But he's sitting here telling you who is greater than all of that. He sits and he say in verse 2, Psalms 23 and verse 2. He maketh me to lie down in the green pasture. He leadeth. Wait a minute. He make you, then he leadeth you beside the still waters. David is showing Sister Deborah how important it is to stick with what I have, and that is the Most High Yah. David is speaking like I speak, like I believe, I feel the deepness that rests within me. He's my shepherd. I ain't in want nothing I want that is greater than him. He maketh me. He leadeth me. I said it in pretty much every word not every word, but every time I come on this devil platform, I'm always giving different words to you all that shall, how would I say it, that should give you the understanding that I'm truly trusting in the Most High Yah. And that is also something I say unto you, that you too should desire likewise. To not lead to your own understanding, not think that you are leading yourself. Here's David, y'all. You know how many people this man seen die? You know how many people he killed? But yet he's sending something through Psalms 23. He said, in verse 2, he maketh me to lie down in the green pasture. He lead me beside the still water. Lead. See, he make it and he lead. That's showing you the power of who Yah is. And we run around here thinking it's about us and our ability to rule and to lead and to guide. Oh, no. He's letting you know, I'm a king, Deborah. Tell those people, I'm a king. Leaving these words for you all. And I'm the king. But I got somebody that's greater and beyond who I am. And I'm the king. Which one of y'all are king? I mean, really. Got the wealth of the king, of a king. Got the military force of a king. Got a castle, got everything. David had those things. But listen to how he's still sending a word to Sister Deborah, his sister. Deborah, he's my shepherd. Girl, I ain't want for nothing. Deborah, he maketh me to lie down. Deborah, he leadeth me. Now this is a king telling you that the greater power of the Most High Yah is this to him. But yet he's the king. Who are you? Who are you? And what does David say in verse 3? He restored my spirit. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. For his name's sake do he lead me, said David. There he go. He's leading him in the path of what? Righteousness. Wait a minute, you the king. You wealthy. You have everything. You fought many wars. You lead the army, but yet you sitting here telling us today that you still have Yah as your shepherd. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't understand. I really don't. It's a lot of things Sister Deborah getting to the point where she's like, she don't understand. And I know that has a lot to do with sitting here being a living prophet, not a dead one, and seeing everybody get away with all this wicked and evil. I know that has a lot to do with it. A whole lot. A whole lot. A whole lot. And with that, I have to be humbled and low and know That ain't nobody getting away with nothing, not even me. And here David is, a king, a wealthy king, fought killed many men, been in many wars. But he's sitting here letting you know, Yah is my shepherd. I don't want nothing greater than him. He leaded me. He maketh me. He leaded me also in the path of righteousness. And he's saying to you, it is not my righteous, y'all. This is what David said. This ain't my righteous. He leading me in righteous, y'all. Do y'all understand what he's saying? He leaded me in the path of righteousness. Showing him the righteous way to go. For what? For David? For the king? No. For the Father's namesake. You all, anybody, what do you think about his namesake? That's something I'm gonna get on top of, because I believe his namesake is connected to his word and his power. For some reason, I believe that namesake is connected to his word and his power. Because I noticed even when he bring Israel out, he talk about the things he's going to do is going to be for his namesake. So we run around here and use these names thinking we are nailing something, or we're up on top of something. But we don't understand his name is not what we mumble jumble out of our wicked mouth. Because our mouth can confess his name, at the same time confess wicked and evil. You see? It doesn't make any sense, do it? So you really got to think about that. That name might not be what we think it is, as far as us speaking names out of our mouth. I think his namesake, might be something much greater than what we could even. I think we can, if we just study it. And that's a really good, I think I said that before and never got on it. I'm going to dig into his namesake. I'm thinking that namesake might be connected to the word and the power. Like the power is connected to the word, and the word is connected to the power. It's no need in him having the word if no power can back the word up and back it down. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that power is connected to his namesake, and the word is connected to his namesake. I don't think namesake is a name that we muzzle out of, not muzzle, but we speak it out of our mouths. Anybody jump on that if you understand already. He leaded me in the path. That's Psalms 23 verse 3. He leaded me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even when he bring Israel out of captivity, he said he's doing it all for his name's sake. You see? And then he said, I had pity for my own name's sake. That's deep. Pity for a name. So I believe that for his name's sake is something different. I don't think it's a name like we said, Ahaya, or Yahuwah, or Yah, or Yeshua HaMashiach, or nothing out of that form. I think his name, I know Yeshua is the Son of Man. HaMashiach is Yah. That's Christ. But I believe he's speaking for his namesake. Is almost like set up for his authority, for his power, or for his word. I really do. I think because David says, he restored my spirit. He leaded me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Not for my sake, but for his name's sake. Why? Because righteous is Yah. and he leading you to his righteousness for his name's sake. So it would be like for his will or for his power or for his word. It has to be something outside of what we've been teaching and preaching. Verse 4 says, ye though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. See, he's sitting here telling us what all happens to him. He even though he walked through valley of the shadow of death throughout life, because he's fighting constantly wars and wars and wars. Okay. And he in the shadow of death, he walks through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So he's even letting us know that Yah has a rod and a staff that keep him comfort. That's for me too today, because that's the way I was feeling. I think I can use that today to help me out, David, because that there I can use to just a comfort. He comfort me with the rod and the staff. They comfort me. That's beautiful. Why? Because he's going through so much. That's what David is saying. So much, even evil, he can't even fear it because of the protection of Yah that comfort him in the midst of all the chaos. You see where I'm coming from when I say Psalms can help you in any place you're at today. Not just Psalms 23, but Psalms itself. It can help you wherever you at, and it will meet you right where you at. And you don't have to look far. You can just go to choose Psalms, any chapter in here, and start reading it. And you'll see how it's going to fit in to what you need. It is awesome. It is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, but I just wanted to talk about how David, throughout his life, he was leaning and trusting in the Most High Yah. And that's somebody we could look at and say he was doing all that fighting. He was doing all that killing, and people were killing his army and traveling and all this chaos. But yet he had the right mind to trust in the Most High Yah. And the Most High Yah gave him everything he needs, to where he said he is not in want for nothing greater than Yah. So this today we're talking. It's the time to talk. If you have questions, you have answers, you have a vision, you have a dream, or you want to. You might have answers to questions. You might have questions. If you want to talk about anything that is taking place in the world today, or you want to talk about where Yah is today in you, this is the time to talk. So anybody in the live chat, his name carry power and authority. That is for sure. Okay. You say he's his namesake mean he does good toward us because who he is and his reputation. We can't earn it. Nope, you're right. Don't deserve it. Nope, you're right. But he is good to us for his purpose. That's right. For his purpose. That's a good one. For his purpose, because I think we get lost in it is about us. I sat back even today and I listened again, and I need to turn away from a lot of things. And that's what Sister Deborah is going to work on this week and the week that's coming, is that I turn away from a lot of non food that's not spirit and truth, because it's so much. I mean, it's all from it's from one end to the other. and it's none of it if it's giving you anything to hope for or to look forward to. It's still leaning to the world for answers and questions and feelings of what the world has to lay out and to uh, hand you. And I don't want to continue each day because it's starting to get to the point where I'm getting I guess it's kind of a good thing though, because it caused me to turn totally away from these platforms to the where don't even listen to it, don't even entertain it, because even those that might have said something that makes sense, but nowadays it's just that they're not saying anything that make any sense. It just seems like people are just chasing the wind and hoping the wind to chase them back. That's how I'm seeing it. But today I was very discouraged because of the negativity that bring no light. You know how somebody they could be on here and you would think that they'll get tired of not bringing something that would bring light to the body of Christ or the body of Hamashiach, or bring some truth. They ain't even caring about anything that has to do with truth. And I'm starting to really embrace it in the way that I think the Father want me to embrace it, because there's like, it's just like you just here awaiting for his next move on the earth. I know that's right. Oh, that family will do it every time. And I think I told y'all about the young man who talks about chosen, and he was just talking about how, and I kind of felt sad for him. I did feel sad for him. He got over 300,000 viewers, but I feel sad for him because he tried so hard to bring. I think he don't know that he bring really good messages. He don't know that, but he really does. And the reason why I think he don't know it is probably sometimes like I feel. He feel that he's given so much word of light. He's shining so bright, and yet he's starting to feel that he looked like he about 21 years old, you guys, 21, in between 21 to 25. But he's 45 years old, and he always talk about the chosen ones, and he tells you things that's going on in the world. But the way he tells you not that it's going on in the world. He kind of take you further so you can know that you got to look at not what they trying to get you to look at, but you got to look at what is. It's like hidden behind. He's always, and he come up with some really good ones. You guys, the other day, yesterday, I think it was, he was on there, and I feel sad for him when he really get hyped, because it looked like he's crying, and it looked like he's so frustrated, and it looked like he want to cry, and he remind me so much of my little Jonah, my son Jonah, and I be feeling so sad for him when he looked like that, and he be trying to express himself. But what he don't know, the world ain't gonna receive, and the people that's on these platforms ain't gonna receive the deepness of the light that you're allowing to shine. And he'll come back the next day all hyped and back to normal. But I really felt sad for him. And he was talking about how YouTube, he has to get on here. He has to be about something else. He got to do something else. YouTube is not, it's not taking him anywhere. He say, YouTube pays him, but it pays him. He said, YouTube have done him good. That's what he said. He said, YouTube have done me good and they pay me, but it's just enough to pay all my bills. I need to go and branch out and do more. I don't have any support. I don't have anything. And he said, I've been on here since 2000. And I don't know what did he say? He said how long he been on there, but he was just, he just was so into it. He said, I'm bad. I'm gone. I might dip in and out, but y'all, I'm out. I'm like, he said, I can't do this no more. And I was just like saying, what has happened? What went on with him that made him just say that's it, that's it. And I just, the way he be looking, I be really feeling sad for him because he remind me of my son. But he said that's it for him. But he's gonna be dropping in and out. He said he can't do it no more. I think you already closer than you think. Believe me, he's not far from you. He's there. It's a matter of your spirit man saying, are you there? Are you there? Can you let me know you there? That's it. Are you there? Because to say that you want to be closer to hear from Yah, do you know what you're saying? You're saying it here on YouTube in the live chat, but y'all hear it, you. And he's going to answer you, all because of what you just said. You're saying, how do I begin? You thinking that, okay, you can ask that of me, but Yah wants you to know he heareth you. Talk as if you're speaking unto him. You see, he hear you. He's wanting you also to understand he's not distance. He's still yet right there. And that he still communicate because he stay on this system. So he's saying that he's not distance. He's right there. Talk to him and let him talk to you. But when he's talking to you, he needs you to be silent so you can hear from him. He says he's not far away. He's not distance. He's right there. That's where you begin. Say something to him. And you feel him say something to you back. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that, the way you put that. I love it. Your best friend. And you know what? You are so 100. You know what? Want me to tell you how 100? Let me explain something to you. This is all our spirit want to do. Amen. 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 Praise the Most High God. Let me tell you why that is so true, what you just said. Because you said here, I believe the only language in heaven is praising and glorifying Yah. Do you understand what you just said? I don't think you really do. Let me share it with you. There's going to be a nation all over. All nation is going to hate a people. When that nation begin to hate a people, they're going to start to react on that hate. And that is when the Most High Yah is going to take up and away and out what belongs, what he has of his out of this particular Israel. But the key to it is what you said. You said, I believe that the only language in heaven is praising and glorifying Yah. Listen to this. The reason why he has Mount Zion, the reason Zion is going to be restored, he tells us how he's going to restore it, how he going to speak it, and his power is going to restore Jerusalem and Israel. That's called, it's going to be Zion. Okay. He's going to speak it, and his power going to restore it back almost like unto the Garden of Eden. But guess what it's all about? Praising and glorifying him. That's it. He said, all the nations then shall see that I am, and they shall glorify me, praise me, exalt me. So if you just think, if you're saying, the Most High saying that this is what he's going to sum this thing up with, them glorifying him, praising him, you see, exalting him, then what you're just saying is what he's looking forward to, the Father. That's what he's planning on looking forward to, that the praises and the glory and the glorifying him, that's all he wants. Did you know that? And I'm like saying, so when you said, and the heathen's going to know, then he said, and then all nations going to know, and then they shall glorify me, praise me, magnify me. Where? On Mount Zion. So he's looking for praises and glorifying. Why? Because no one wants to do it on the earth. No one wants to do it. So that all, and what you believe, that's all he wanted. He didn't ask you to turn flips. He didn't ask us to build a mountain. He didn't ask us to build a building or to be famous and rich. All he wanted us to do was praise and glorify him. That's all we had to do. And we couldn't do that. Israel and Judah couldn't do it. So he said, now all the nations, when he come back and restore Jerusalem and Israel in Mount Olive, Mount Zion, all the nations and the heathens, guess what they're going to do? They're going to praise him and glorify him and exalt his mighty name. This is all he had asked and wanted anyway. He knew we couldn't do nothing without him. But one thing we could have done, and that was to praise him and glorify him. And so many times I've said that on this devil platform. My whole idea was we need to recognize him, give him praise, give him honor, and glorify him. But they won't do it because the mind is just gone. They just see life to be any and everything outside of magnifying him, glorifying him, exalting his holy name. They don't want to do that. That's it. That's it. And that is scriptures. That's in the instructions and direction book. And then to have the Holy Spirit to expound on it, you'll say, well, you mean all you wanted us to do is glorify you? You mean all you wanted us to do is praise and glory? See? And we just then took it and figured we're supposed to glorify ourselves. Yeah, that's a good thing. Talk and listen, because you say something, he gonna say something back. And then you come back and give us the testimony of just him responding to what you said. But when you talk, stand down. And what I mean by talking, you say a few words. He don't want your mouth. He wants your spirit. When he talk to you, when you talk to him with words you can hear, stand down, shut up, listen. And then when you listening, you're going to realize you're going to start to talk in a language you understand not. Because see, he won't talk to us in our flesh. He only talk to us in our spirit. And what you're asking right now, what you're talking about right now is where you call the closet. Going into the closet because you want to be able to commune with him. It's called a closet. That means you're going to go into this closet. It's not a closet like in your bedroom. It's an inner man. You're going into your inner man. But you're going to, and let me tell you what happened to me. When I go into the closet, I might go in there saying, or trying, listen to what listen to what I'm saying. I might go in there trying to hum and sing. He'll tell me, quick, back it down. And when he said, when he backed me out of that, he come in with a language I can't understand. Then all of a sudden I start speaking and he starts speaking to my spirit. My spirit starts speaking to him in an unknown language. And all of a sudden you start hearing something going on and your flesh gonna be there. Wait a minute. I don't understand. What's going on? You see, that's when you have touched the hem of his garment and he have met you in that closet. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that nobody wants to teach and minister to the spirits of people. That it's not your natural, because when I go in there and I be wanting to just sing a little hums and yes, Father, we need you. Oh, we need you every day and every hour. Just going, I don't sound like that. I'll be humming it, y'all. You see? And he'll say, okay, back it up. And then all of a sudden I get quiet. That spirit that's in me begin to speak to him. And he already bubbling up in me and he start to speak to me. That's the best communication that ever can be on the face of the earth, is the communication with the Most High Yah in spirit. Oh man, you come out that closet, you said nobody better not say nothing to me. I've just been anointed with extra anointing. Pour it out on my head, all down my feet, down my body, because it's real. It is real. I know it. Praise the Most High, y'all. I know what you said. You got up. He stood straight up and said praise. And that's all he wants from us. Do you know that? Do y'all understand that? That's all he asked of us. And do you know we reject and refuse to put out the praise? And we do it purposely. And that's all he wants. I heard that the angels day and night is constantly praising him. But we down here, we want to only communicate with him when we want something. Want them bills paid, when we sick, when we need medication. That's the only time they really want to deal with him, is at that level. So what did he say? He said, leave him alone. He said, I'm going to cause all the nations to hate Israel so they can really see their own nakedness, because they still don't see it. They out here thinking somebody doing something to them. He said, these people need to see their nakedness. They need to see their ugliness to where I can come get their tails. But until then, he ain't coming to get you till you can see your nakedness, Israel. And then he come get you. Outside of that, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to suffer like everybody else. And that's the problem that I deal with throughout the day, even today. Knowing that it need be, said the Most High. Why is all this got to be this way, Deborah? Exactly what you're saying. Because nobody wants to praise him. Nobody wants to exalt him. Nobody wants to glorify him. So he already got it written. Oh, I'm going to get the glory. Oh, I'm going to get it. Because that's why he was explaining to me. Remember, I was telling y'all, I didn't understand why he keeps saying, and the heathen's going to know. What you mean the heathen's going to know? What's the deal with the heathens? I thought those were bad people. See, but that's what we keep hearing. See, we off balance as a people. And we need to see that we are the worstest people. You know why? We are the worstest people because we were the people he put and listed under his name. Let's say, for instance, there was 1 million of people in this one building. And this one man came that was wealthy, the richest man on the earth. He had land and houses to house 1 million of people. And he's going to call them by his name. Now listen to this, y'all. So there is 100 people, 1 million people in the building. They sleep on the floor. They eat crumbs and water. That's all they get. Here come this man. He said, I'm going to adopt all million. I'm the richest man on the land, on this earth. I got everything that they need. And not only am I going to adopt them, I'm going to give them all my name so they can gain my inheritance. I'm going to take them in and take care of them. Well, I'm going to tell y'all something. That's what the Most High did. He put you under that name of who he is. And you run your tails around here, act like it's all about you. And you all this and all that. They bother me. No. The house of Israel have rejected the one who placed them under his name since the beginning of time. That's where the problem is at. And this is why I said it's starting. I feel this young man. I said, I wish I could get in touch with him to let him know, bro, let me tell you, I'm a prophet. I felt you. I know what you're going through. But I know it's no way. This young man got almost 389,000 subscribers, and he's calling for help. That's what he's doing. He's calling. He's thinking. He already know. He didn't talk so y'all. This young man and talked so many perfect messages, and it just when it's time for him, he ain't got nobody, and that's why he's so emotional. And so I'm giving it up. He said that's it for him. He's off YouTube. He's not gonna deal. Every now and then he said he's gonna pop in. He said no, he can't deal with it. But when he understand one thing, that somebody heard you that was outside your 389,000 viewers, and that was another chosen one of y'all. You was on it, bro. Stay on it. Don't get out the race. Keep running. It's about you got to understand you got victory whether you get out or not. You already got victory. You've been feeding these people spirit and truth all this time. And just because it seems like you talking to a brick wall and you're ministry and you giving them all your best of your life, just like with me. I know this will sound crazy. I try to make myself feel better by trying to understand. I try to understand when, okay, you gave your children the best of your living. I did. I gave my children all of who I was. I did. Do you think you're going to get something in return? No. I never look for anything in return. But I do look for what this individual is saying. A praise. Thank you, mama. A praise. And I'm mama. But he's creator. He's God. And he created every human being. And nobody want to praise him. Nobody want to give him the glory. They think they entitled to the praise. They think they entitled to the glory. They don't see him fit to praise him, exalt him. So he said, I tell you what, I'm going to let the world see this nation of people that I had signed under my name. I'm going to let them be so naked till they ain't even stand one another. That's how naked Israel going to be. And the whole world is going to hate them because they're going to be at their nakedness, meaning at the worst of the worst of really who you are. And then that's when he's going to come get you. And guess what he's going to get out of it? When he come get your nasty tails, take you to that promised land you there, what he say? He's going to sprinkle clean water on you. He's going to clean all your filth. He's going to put a new heart in you. He's going to take out your stony heart. He's going to put a new spirit in you. And a new spirit, a heart for that spirit. He's going to put his name in you. He's going to clean your tail up. And then what he said. And then, then, Deborah, the whole nation is going to praise me. They're going to exalt my holy name. They're going to then know that I am. I said, wait a minute. Hold up, Father, y'all. Hold up. If you use that right hand, they don't know who you are already. But no, that's not my plan. I want them to see how I'm going to clean up the worst of the worst people on the earth. And when they see that, they're going to know that I am. They're going to exalt my holy name, Deborah. They're going to praise me. They're going to glorify me. I said the heathens and the Gentiles, yes. So it's a purpose why Israel got to be seen naked. It's a reason, because Judah and Israel have been before Yah naked. Me, the worst of the worst. But oh, the Father said, when I clean them up, Deborah, the nations then gonna throw up their hand and glorify me. You mean they gonna see you? They gonna see Israel cleaned up, and that's when they gonna glorify your name? Yes. Now, what? Somebody in the live chat, why would they glorify Yah and magnify him and exalt his holy name just because Israel cleaned up? Somebody. I just want one person to answer that. How is it that the nations and the heathens is going to know that he is the I am, and they're going to glorify him? They're going to exalt his holy name. They're going to magnify his name. Why? Why then? Why not now? Why? Y'all don't see the miracle, do you? Y'all don't see it. And I think it's so sad. And that's another part that bothers me. I said, Father, here it is. You can give it to them, but it still feel like it doesn't matter. They don't see the capacity, or they don't see the glory in what I'm saying. They don't see the power. They don't see the anointed in what I'm saying. Somebody in the live chat answer that question. Why is it that the nations and the heathens is going to glorify, edify, praise, know that he is the I am, all because of what he's going to do with Israel? Why is that? Anybody? Anybody? Sure, you're welcome. You know what? I got a daughter. My daughter is 35, and she says, Mama, I don't even come down this way, down to the North County, in the north of the city, northern North County. She said, because the mindset. And y'all might not believe this here, but I give all glory and honor to the Most High Yah for allowing me to see the difference. And then I sometimes it feels sad that I feel sad that he allowed me. I'm telling y'all the truth. I feel sad that he allowed me to see the difference, because it looks like I'm hating on my own people, or I'm seeing who they really are. But it's that nakedness he wants me to see. He wants me to see, Deborah, these people ain't like other people. And why is he measuring them to be like not like other people? Because he said, I'm the creator, Deborah. I listed them under my name. Deborah. They're not under Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's name. They're not under Solomon's David. They're not under Moses, Ezekiel, Jeremiah. They're not under that name. They're under my namesake. So they need to get that. They need to understand that. They're not going to. And see, that's what makes it so hard for me. Because what he's saying is, when you see Judah the way that he is, you seeing him from heaven. You thinking you seeing him from the earth, Deborah. No, you seeing him from the heavens. What did he mean? You seeing Judah like I see Judah. And that makes it really sad for me, because I'm seeing Judah at his nakedness, meaning I'm seeing him exactly the way he really is in the eyes of Yah. So my daughter was saying, Mama, I don't come over that, not to my side, but on the north side in the North County area, because the way she never want me to know that she said our people act. But the truth be told, let me tell y'all something. I'm way South County. North County is where most of Black people, our melanated people, stay. We got some in South County, but the majority of those are where the Gentiles stay. Okay, now watch this here. I can be on this side and drive all day long with no problem. The moment I pass the North City to go into the North County, the North City and the North County, y'all, it's so much chaos. It's off the chain. Why is that? See, we as Judah never sat down among each other and work these things out and who we really, how ugly we really are. So what has to happen? Yah has to cause us to be hated now on from all nations to bring us down to the low of the low. Deuteronomy 28 says what? Until you are destroyed. So there's a reason why, see, when he said that all nations shall hate you, y'all, it's going right back to Deuteronomy 28 end game. Until you are destroyed. So there's something that's actually going to take place in this country among us as a people until we are so destroyed to where the world, the whole world gonna see we ain't nothing but destroyed to the lowest to the low. Who can answer the question? One said because they had profaned his name in front of the heathens and always being profaning. They always did. Okay, I'm getting so much in return from the poor adult children. They argue on who fight me in the name. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's so sweet. Beyond, way beyond, way beyond. No. See, he said at the end days, Yeshua said it twice. He said at the end days, they shall hate you for my name's sake. Going back to that namesake. Why? Because he put you under. Y'all don't get it, do you? Oh, I hate that y'all don't get it. Oh, my Father, Yah. He put Israel under. Okay, this is Yah right here. I don't know if this is Yah. And he put the whole house of Israel and Judah under him. What are they under? His name's sake. You see? So when he put you under his namesake, it's like I just gave you the example. A rich man, the richest man on the face of the earth, went into this one building that had 1 million people in it. And all these people had to eat was bread and water. They had to sleep on the floor. So what happened? This rich man adopted them all. And when he adopted them all million, he put all of their names as his last name. You get what I'm saying? And he took them to his land where he lived and owned more land than anybody on the earth. And he took them there and let them live and gave them everything. That's what Yah did. He took Judah, Israel, and put them under his name. That's why he said you profane his name. Because he put you in his name. When you adopt a child, you can give them your last name. And that's what Yah is trying to get Judah and Israel to understand. And he ain't trying to get you to understand. It's over. It's really over. But the key to it that I'm trying to get you all to understand is this. The only reason why the heathens and all the nations is going to glorify Yah, magnify him, exalt his holy name on Mount Zion is because he's going to take the worst of who we are, take us there as a people, and clean us up. Put a new everything in us. So what is he going to do? They're going to see that the Creator had to have done that to us because they didn't seen us to be the worst of human beings on this earth. They didn't seen us do things, say things, act a certain way. conduct ourselves, and we don't see nothing that we're doing. We think we just angels, but we're doing something in the eyes of Yah. He see us ugly because he seen us ugly. See, Yah already seen us ugly before he adopted us under his name. And we never got it right. That's why it didn't bother him to put you in captivity for 400 years. He said, Deborah, for thousands of years, they've been doing me wrong. And they still today blame everybody from doing them wrong. And they don't realize how wrong they have wronged me. It don't make sense, y'all. This shows you that this got to be a people who's totally cuckoo clock. Who tells people we are awakening and we come to the knowledge. But okay, you awaken and you come to the knowledge. Wait, what part of knowledge and awakening you have awakened to? Stupidity? He's telling you that he had put you under his name, and you have messed him up from the floor up as usual for thousands of years. And here it is. I put you in 400 years, and it didn't do anything for you either. I knew it wouldn't, but I got an end game. Tell those people, Israel and Judah, they need to go back to Deuteronomy 28 and check on that end game. Because in this day and time, they still stuck on stupid. They don't understand the end game is going to be fulfilled. That's the end of it. You're going to remain on this land until you are destroyed. That's why all the nations is going to hate you. Yah is calling for them to hate you. You think they hate you now, you ain't seen nothing yet. See, that's why I say, when he tells me that you have conquered the end game, you didn't won the game, that feel good, but it feels sad. Because I didn't want to win the game alone. I wanted especially all the men to know the game. They like to play these shooting games in this game. Win that game. Play the end game of Deuteronomy 28. How about that? They won't touch it. They won't touch it. Because you know what? It's strictly what is going to happen. So he's got to get us only out of here once all the nations hate us to the point of a different hate that you all know of. I'm telling you. You think that they was hating when they hanging them on a tree and doing all the things that they was doing? That ain't hate. You ain't seen hate yet. He said, all the nations shall hate you. Why is it it's got to get worse? Because we as a people had 400 years in the land of our captives. And we stood here still lying about why we over here, the purpose of why we's here, and who placed us here. We blamed it on everyone else outside of the one who have made us known, made us aware that, hey, Deborah, tell him I did it. The Most High, y'all did it to you. He said he did it. Y'all telling him he lied. They did it. They did it. They did it. They keep doing it. They did it. They did it. They did it. They did it. Wait a minute. Where in the book, now you see how he said that they want to take this book and make it the word. He said that shows you they're not even studying it. That's how far gone people are. They're not even studying the book. That's how far gone they are. Because if they did study the book, the Ruach would have shown them. They studied, then he pulled up and give them the word that would show you that you're over there for a reason. It'll let them know what I know today. This is how Sister Deborah was given the seal of mastering the game. Because I looked at Deuteronomy 28, and guess what? I felt that thing. When y'all look at Deuteronomy 28, all y'all want to take out is the ship, your yoke around your neck, and being in captivity. That's it. But y'all said, take that end game out. I got an end game. Play that game. Win it. But see, Sister Deborah went in and she dig deep, saw the game, felt the game, cried about the game, couldn't embrace the game, and to the point I realized you can't win this game in a way of trying to manipulate everybody to believe that the game don't exist. So I'm going to salute it because this is your will, this is your way, this is what you created, and I salute it. So what did it need to be now? He took me to a different level. They don't understand what Mount Zion is going to be prepared for them. He's going to prepare that place. And it's going to be almost like the Garden of Eden when he finished with it. That land is going to be waiting for you. And when he gets you over there, he's going to clean you all up, give you a new spirit, a new flesh heart, a new name. He's going to put his spirit in you, all these great things. And them heathens going to be down. Wait a minute, hold up. I know it ain't them horrible people that was down here that everybody hated. Oh, no, I know that ain't them. Y'all going to be up at the mountain. They're going to say, we know that there is. And I am. We're going to glorify him now. Because if he can take down people and put them up there, oh no, we got to glorify him now. That's how it's going to go, you guys. But he's going to use Israel to gain the glory, to gain the honor from the nations and from the heathens. Because I had a terrible time with reading Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, and I keep hearing him saying, and the heathens, and the heathens. Wait a minute, what's this deal with you and these heathens? He said, Deborah, they're going to know something. Why do they have to know something? They've been horrible people. He said, ain't nobody been horrible as Israel. And that's sad. Israel and Judah have been the worstest. Why? Because they were put under his name. He adopted them as he was their father. Okay? And they were his children. He adopted y'all. And y'all still today walk around here like y'all orphanage. As if you ain't never had a father. And that's what he said. 400 years didn't even help him, Deborah. So I know that those people, because heaven, they were this. I knew who they were. And I also did an awesome end game to the end of the battle. So all of a sudden, Magog and them gonna see, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, hold up. What you mean they took those people? That's who that is in Zion? That's who is up there? That's who wait a minute, no, that ain't. Oh, we finna get ready to get up there. Oh, no, we ain't gonna have that. See, and they coming after you. But they only gonna go to the battlefield. That's where they're gonna meet y'all. They ain't gonna meet you, they're gonna meet y'all on the battlefield. You see what I'm saying? All because of you. This is he done all this for you. And all this time you never saw him. Never saw him. Never saw him enough to praise him, to glorify him, and to honor him in the midst of all the chaos. You never put him on top. We sitting around here putting men and women above him. But he told us, no, seek me first. And and everything else, oh, it'll be added, but I'll show you how to put it in the right perspective. Oh, no. We want something we can see and believe. We want an idol God. So this is what has happened in 400 years. And no one ever, you notice no one talk about when, okay, the 400 years is over with. What's going on, y'all? See, they ain't even got the sense to even tell you. The 400 years over now, but what's going on now? You still on Yah's time. And I'm going to tell you the truth. When Yeshua turned around and said that you're going to be hated by all nations, you ain't seen nothing yet. So you think you've been hated when they was hanging you on trees, your ancestors, or not letting you go into schools and not letting you do this. You ain't seen nothing yet. He ain't coming until you are hated to the point where you so naked sees you on every side. Naked means seeing really who you are. Because you try to hide it. You want everybody to know that you're the true Jew. You the children of the Most High Yah. You the chosen children. You the this, you the this. But you ain't doing nothing in life on this earth to show nobody on the earth that you represent the Creator himself. So the things that you're doing, disrespect him 24/24. But yet you want it. He said like this, okay, I gave y'all my last name. I adopted y'all. And you showing the world what I adopted, that you the worst of the worst. That's what you did. And that's what you're doing. But then you get on all these devil platforms and you tell the whole world, we his children. We the true Jews. We the people. Yes, you the fool. All these 1,000 years, you've been the fool that has disrespected the creator who put you under his name for his name's sake. And you disrespected. So when y'all saw in Ezekiel where he said, I had pity on my name, that's why. Because he put your tail under his name. And you wasn't going to have pity. So he had to have pity on his own name. That's how sad it is. That's how horrible it is. So this is why you go back to Deuteronomy 28. And everybody seemed to want to go tackle 28. Now, when you go to Deuteronomy 28, either we accept it or we do away with it. Maybe we ain't the people. Maybe we ain't Deuteronomy 28. Maybe this is not saying we were cursed. Maybe this is not speaking of us. Well, whoever is speaking of, I say this. When I get to Deuteronomy 28, verse 20, and Yah shall send thee upon a curse, vexation and rebuke in all that thou set thy hands unto, to do until thou art destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. How did you forsake him? It's when you brought your tail to this land. Not you didn't bring yourself, but when they brought you to this land, you forsake him before you even got over here. Because that was my main issue. Well, why wouldn't they be praising him on the ship? If they had to lay in that ship, those ships that way, and be done like that, they should have been praising him. He said, Deborah, they couldn't. They had done away with me. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you see how they was on the ship, Father? He said, Deborah, I know they was on the ship. I said, but you mean they wouldn't get on there and praise you and call on you? He said, no. That's how hardened heart Israel, Judah is toward the Most High Yah. But they want to get in this country and on all these four corners and portray they all the good ones. They are the good one. And Yah said, no, you ain't. You ain't the good one. The only way I'm going to get my glory back from the nations, the only way I'm going to get my name exalted is from the heathens. Once I clean your tail up. And when they see that I can clean your tail up, they're going to know that I am the I am. I'm like, well, but what? Why do they have to know it that way? He said, Deborah, because these people, you thinking that you looking at the 400 years, Deborah. See, Deborah, you looking at the 400 years. Deborah, you looking at the 400 years. I'm looking at thousands of years. I had these people under my name. And they continue the same way they were. Today, they were like that. Thousands of years ago. So I got to regain my name, my praise, my glory from all the nations, from all the heathens. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to take Israel up out of here in their nakedness. And I'm going to clean their tails up. And when they realize that Israel is in Mount Zion, they're going to cut up. And when they come to terms that Israel have been restored, the land and my people, they're going to say, truly, 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 there is an I am. Truly, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's God exist. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. If you ever want to really think about it, just think of this. The heathens and other nation had their own God. See, y'all don't get it. Sister Deborah get it. Sister Deborah got it, get it, and gone. All these other nations and all these other heathens, they had their own God. They got their own God. They're going to have their own God. You see? But when they see what your God do for you, They're going to say, forget our God. Wait a minute. We're going to exalt his holy name. We know there's another God that's not our God. Just imagine how beautiful that is. They're going to recognize Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's God on Mount Zion. And they're going to be glorifying the Most High Yah and exalting him on Mount Zion. Why? Why? Because he's going to be and clean the nasty of the nasty and the wicked of the wicked people up. All he's going to use. He said, because I said to the Father, I said, why don't you just go and destroy us? That don't make no sense for we to be doing you like that all these thousands of years. We've been treating you like this for thousands of years and getting away with it. Why would you not? He said, no, I got a ram in the bush, Deborah. I want to show the whole world who I am. And the way I'm going to do it is with the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. I'm going to take them up, clean them up. And the whole nations, he didn't say all the nations, he said nations and heathens shall then know that I am the Most High God. He said, know that I am. So what's the problem? What's going to happen to their gods, Father? They're going to kick their God to the curb. And they're going to glorify me. And don't tell me that it's not beautiful. These nations had their gods all these thousands of years. But when they see what Yah is going to do to Israel and Judah, they're going to begin to praise the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, something that Israel and Judah never done all these thousands of years. So I think that is beautiful, that not only those that he had put under his name is going to get cleaned up so they can start worshiping and serving him, but the nations and the heathens is going to glorify his holy name. And he said, Deborah, they're going to know that I am. I love that. I love it. I love it. He said, they're going to know that I am. Deborah, they're going to know that I am. That I am. And what he's saying, I am the Yah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I like that because where we at now, we use Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob like a mop and like a broom to sweep up trash. But we have not looked at them as the men that holds the apple of Yah's eye. They love to talk about Jacob's trouble. They love to talk about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. But you notice there was never any anointed in it and with it for them to uphold them as Yah's anointed ones. So they didn't uphold Yah nor his anointed vessel. They just used their names. Even to today, we are the true Jews. And you the true fools too. That been this. I was let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show you something. I went to a couple of weeks ago, I went to a state sale. A state sale. And look what I got. I didn't want to get it because it was the decree of the Lord of trustworthy, the precepts of the Lord are right. It's just, but guess what it is? It's a Bible. You guys, it's a Bible. But guess what kind of Bible it is? I saw it, and this here thing that's all around it was real hard. And I said, oh, this is ugly and hard. But you know what? I said, I'm going to get this home, and I'm going to look in it. I knew that it was a Roman Catholic Bible. I knew it. I'm going to tell y'all something. When it come down to Judah, Israel, I'm going to say Judah, because Israel ain't out here teaching you a bunch of lies. When it come down to Judah will teach you anything. Don't take Judah at face value. Jacob told us not to. Jacob, Genesis 49, at the end, not at the end, when he was talking to Judah, he told us don't take Judah at face value. Judah is not going to wake up. That's what Jacob said. Judah is not going to wake up. We want to run around here and say, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And y'all said, look at them calling my vessels, not servants. And they ain't had no respect for me. So if they ain't had no respect for me, I know they don't have respect for my servant. But guess what? When I got this book, I didn't like how hard it was. It was at an estate sale, but I got all kind of books. And I saw this. I said, let me go on and throw this in. And it's a Roman Catholic Bible. It's a Holy Trinity edition of Roman Catholic Bible. And it says it, look here. And I didn't want to get it. But when I got home later on that night, I said, let me look in here. Do y'all know it got all the books in here? Every lost book that they said was lost is in here. Now, how is it that the Roman Catholic had all the books in their books? You see? Does that make any sense? If you listen to the Hebrew Israelites, they'll tell you the books, everything was taken out. Guess what? The Roman Catholic always had it. All of them is in here. Blew my mind. I said, they got all the books in here. Every last one of them. Enoch, everything in this one book. And this is a Roman Catholic book. I didn't think they would have it in their book if they took it out of everybody else's. So that's why I say you be careful. And just because they are your nation or your tribe, that they thinking they're going to tell you everything. No, you got to let the Ruach lead and guide you. So when I got this, I said, I haven't read the lost books in here, and I ain't going to, because I take, and now if the Ruach in me said go here and read or go, yeah, I do it. Where we're in such a critical time. It's not even the time, it's in that day, to where you better have something in you that you can talk to. Because you can be anywhere and not have a book. So you better hope that he that's greater in you than he that's in the world rests therein. Because a lot of people are chasing all these books. And I'm going to show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. This is what I was telling y'all a while back. Have y'all noticed in the last almost 3 months? It's been almost 3 months. Almost. I said about 3 months. You notice you ain't heard about the aliens, the giants, the fallen angels. You notice that cease. Y'all notice that? Most of you probably ain't paid no attention to it. See, that was on the highest pedal 3 months ago. Everybody was talking about all the giants, the aliens, and the fallen angel. And everybody on YouTube, especially the melanated, the brown-skinned men and women, covering it like it was really important that y'all understand that the aliens, the giants, and the fallen angels. 3 months gone by. You ain't heard not one word. Y'all notice that? This is exactly what I was saying. Judith will not talk on spirit and truth. Judith will not pick up the light. And we can't expect Judith to. Each and every last one of you all, go back and hear Jacob tell Judith that he ain't going to mount up to nothing. Until what? When the Messiah, and he take away. Then he's the only one going to awaken Judith. Outside of that, we're sitting here, and I'm sitting here trying to make sure, wait a minute, why ain't they talking about this? Why ain't they saying this? Why ain't they talking about? Find out that they ain't going to talk about it. 5.5 years on this platform waiting for the men to talk about spirit and truth. I'm waiting for them to take the key and open up the door. Unlock the door. I did that for a whole 6 months, then I shut my platform down. These men wouldn't go nowhere near spirit and truth. They wouldn't go nowhere near the light. And I'm study begging them, bro, come on now. You didn't talk an hour and a half. Please open up the door. Take the key and open the door till the Father told me, Deborah, how do you expect them to open up the door with the key and I ain't gave them the key to open up the door? I said, they ain't got the key. Why are they on here? See, in my mind, it bothered me. And I got off. I got off for what, about 4 or 5 months? Got back on, did the same thing until I realized they really don't have it then, Father. He said, no, they don't, because I didn't give it to them. So how you going to expect them to have something I didn't give them? You see? They just on here clowning, deceiving their own tribe the best way they can. They ain't taking them to the light. They ain't giving them spirit and truth. Spirit and truth will help the body of Hamashiach know that there is a body of Hamashiach, which the world called body of Christ. There really is. But he's the head. And we are in that body. That's where the gifts come in, you all. That's where the positions come in. We're all in that body. But then you got Judah that's not even, don't want to go nowhere near the body. But they want the world to think that they the true Jews. We the people, we the this, we the that, we the this, we the true Israel. Who cares? You think y'all care that you are announcing to the world? You want the world to justify and clarify that you are the true Israelites? You think he can? You're running around here trying to prove that you are the true true Israelites and you are Judah. But you're trying to convince the world that we are the true Israelite. You are Judah. Yep, Israelite is your family, but you are Judah. And you're trying to get them to be convinced that you are the true Jews. You are the true Israelites. And the other 11 tribes don't give a rat's behind who you are. But you out here clowning, showing your ugliness. When the other tribes were to look at Judah and marvel off of Judah. They look up to Judah. But when they saw Judah not doing nothing, they didn't do nothing either. They went on their way, and Judah went on in the evil way, and that's what they're doing now. That's why that's why there were never any unity. That's why they can't come together. You see, IUC, and you see all these different camps and different all over the place. And did you all know that if they were to come together, they would probably fight, shoot, and destroy each other, kill each other? That's the reality of this tribe. That's how they are. That's their mindset. So in Deuteronomy 28, he said in Deuteronomy 28, verse 20, Deuteronomy 28, verse 21, 22, Deuteronomy 28, verse 24, Deuteronomy 28, he tells you something about 25, verse 25, Deuteronomy 28, verse 27 and 28, Deuteronomy 28, verse 33, where he's telling you how he's going to your oppressor have crushed away you. Okay, Deuteronomy 28, verse 35, Deuteronomy 28, verse 44, Deuteronomy 28, verse 46, Deuteronomy 28, verse 48, Deuteronomy 28, verse 49, Deuteronomy 28, verse, oh my goodness, 51. I didn't even notice that. 51. Deuteronomy 28, verse 61. Deuteronomy 28, verse 63. Deuteronomy 28, verse 67. If you ain't read those verses, something wrong with you anyway. You ain't going to. It tells you that you're going to be destroyed. Why isn't it? Why is it not that they taught the end game? So people won't be trying to be waiting for ships, waiting to get this way, go this way, to go this way, and to go this way. Oh, they come in planes. They're coming through ships. Oh, they coming through spaceships. All kind of ways that Yah's taking them. You ain't going until you destroy, just like he said. And I think you and each and every last one of you all disrespect Yah when you sit and you lie and say that's not what it says. That's not what's going to happen. You're being destroyed here today. I've been saying it for the last 2 or 3 years. Don't y'all see what's going on? Your own nation is destroying you. And no one sees it. They are not paying attention to any of it. That's why, y'all. That's why he has to destroy you. Because everything he is suffering to happen. Look how he let them do us in slavery. Look how Yah allowed them to do us. And did you budge? You know different today than then. But he said you're worse today. It didn't even bother Judith that they did all these things and they doing all these things. It really doesn't even bother them. So it got to get worse. To what? Till you destroy it. And then he'll come get you. because he got to get you when you are totally destroyed, when the whole nation's gonna hate you. And he even told you, and when they hate you, some of them they're gonna kill. They're gonna kill you and think they're doing something good. A lot of y'all don't know that. See, that's why I say y'all so hung up on what these people are teaching y'all. Y'all should insist that these people get off these platforms that have been lying on here all these years. They didn't tell y'all that the end game. That's why I say to you, you have your backpack, you have your spirit and truth in your light, you can get up out of here. You're going to be able to defeat it, because he's going to say, but see, you believed. You knew it. You knew it. But these is here, they still don't believe, even when he allowed the nation to hate them at the level of where they're gonna be hated. They still ain't gonna see it. They ain't gonna see nothing. Because I was like, Father, last month they hanging these men back on the tree again and hanging these women up on the tree. Why ain't ICUU, whatever his name, why ain't GOCC Ricard, whatever his name, why ain't none of these so-called camps and leaders, why ain't Farrakhan say anything? Nobody's, you notice, no matter what they do, nobody's saying nothing. That shows you your nation, your tribe is not who you think they are. And that's the example I was telling you. My daughter was saying, she's saying now, I don't even go down in that area. She say, I don't go down there. And she is so right. She is so 100. She's not lying. But when I come back toward my way, I can relax and I can drive. People driving like they got sense. So to me, it's deeper than what Sister Deborah is saying. And the sad part is about it, because we didn't embrace the fact that really who we were. And we still wants to be the special, the elect, the angel from heaven and all of this. How you gonna be that after you done what you did to the Most High Yah? And you over here for 400 years. And your butt's still here. But yet you want them to justify and clarify and identify that you are the people. You a fool. All your stuff that your people are doing. Now you might say, well, Deborah, they doing stuff too. Yes, they are. They are doing things. They are doing things. Matter of fact, worse than you doing. My calling ain't for them. My calling is to be amongst Judah, to warn Judah, to put truth, spirit and truth in the light in the midst of Judah. And to know that I'm putting that light in the midst of them, teaching them spirit and truth, trying to get them to understand the backpack they can have, guess what? It ain't going to change the plan that he has for them. But I thank him for allowing me to play the game and to win it. Because now, live or die, I already got the victory. Because I know the truth of the matter. Because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world, who has taught me from the level of how great he is. Not how great I am, because I'm not. And I have embraced who he is and how great he is. And everything he taught me, I believed him. I didn't get on this devil platform and believe you. Why am I going to get on this devil platform and believe all these people who lying? And then turn around and teach you what they lying about. No, I taught you from what the spirit of the Most High Yah taught me in the wilderness. I brought it right for it before you. And like I said, if you really ever think the beauty in it all ends his creation. It ends when he take Israel and Judah, the small remnant, up out of here and take them to the promised land. The heathens and the other nation is going to see what had been done to Mount Zion, up in Zion, and then the people are back into their land. They ain't gonna like that. But guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna start praising the unseen Yah. They're gonna start glorifying him. Why? Because he's gonna restore Israel. Israel and Judah is what the miracle's gonna come out of. Let me just say it like that. Israel and the land of Israel and Judah, the land of Israel and Jerusalem, is where they're going to see restored. And that's what's going to blow their mind. It's going to blow their mind. They're going to say, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Oh, yeah, we now going to glorify Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's God. That's what they're going to do. And that's why he always kept saying, and the heathen shall know. All the nations shall glorify me. I'm like, for what? Why are they? Because Deborah, when they see what I do with the ugliest people on the earth, and they see what I do with the land that they think they turn up from the floor up now, when they see it restored, and that you all, my small remnant is there living, oh man, they're going to say, yes, there is a God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he is the I am. He said they're going to identify him. I said, that's beautiful. If that's where your glory has to come from, Father, praise your holy name. I don't care. If you got to get the glory from the heathens and Gentiles, not the heathens and the other nations, praise your mighty name. Because they're going to glorify him. They're going to exalt him. And when he get up there and he clean them up, put his own spirit in Israel, then they're going to glorify him based on what he going to do with them. That's how they're going to end up glorifying him. But that's just the end. That's the whole overall, y'all. But there's still something yet, y'all. There's still something yet. I believe, now this is what's strange to me, that when he finally destroyed all the nations, okay, when he released Satan out of the pit, and he go and entice all the nations and Magog and them to come to the battlefield, I really believe when he do that, he's going to destroy all of them. But I truly believe that a lot of us thinking that's it. No, baby, we still got to go before the throne. Praise. I love that. We still got to go for the throne. We still got to go before the throne for judgment. We still got to go there. Because a lot of us might even feel that we getting away with it. We did it. No, baby. You forgot about that right hand and that stretched out arm. See, that's what y'all don't understand. See, the Most High Yah got a right hand and a stretched out arm. It has all his power. He gonna restore Israel and Jerusalem, because that's why they turn it up over there. They think nobody don't know. I know. They turn it up from the floor for no reason, because they thinking they destroying what they know he gonna be a duck. Praise the mighty God. He's still gonna do it. He's gonna do it with that right hand and that stretched out arm. He's gonna restore it. Y'all thinking that they just over there fighting and cutting up on the floor for nothing. No, they doing it. They are doing it for nothing. They thinking they tearing down Israel and Jerusalem. You ain't doing nothing, baby. Tear it down. Tear it down. That right hand and that stretched out arm going to rebuild it. And then you're going to see. And then you're going to know. And when he finished rebuilding it, then he's going to come get his small remnant. How about that? And restore them. So all the things that they doing, it looks like they really warring and they doing this and they doing that and everybody doing it. Y'all don't get caught up in that. That's just want you to be manipulated to believe that they got the power to destroy something. That's why I say a lot of them are hooping and hollering, our land, sit your tail down. You didn't do right when you was in the land. How you gonna hoop and holler in the land of your captives, and you in prison in the land of your captives, and you hooping and hollering, talking about our land and they on our land. Sit your tail down. They did better on your land than you did on your own land. So what are you talking about? He gave you the land flowing with milk and honey, the richest land on the face of the earth. You didn't have sense enough to take advantage of what the right hand of the Father gave you, the Creator. You went over there doing what you're doing down here. How about your land? You ain't got no land. Your land gonna be where he restored it, not where you say you got. You ain't got nothing. You messed up your land. It was desolated. You polluted your land. And you're running around here talking about they on our land. Get your tail somewhere and sit down. You ain't got no land. The only land you gonna get, and you better hope that you be the small remnant that he take up to the restored land that he's going to restore. Because when you was on your land, you didn't do right by it. Now you're hooping and hollering, they on your land. What kind? Do that make any sense, y'all? If you ever thought about that, how we hollering about they on our land, they took our land, they own our land. But when you was on there, what did you do? You polluted it. Profane his exploring like you're doing down there. You're doing everything on that land. So how dare you try to claim a land that you didn't do right by it? Does that make any sense? It don't make sense, y'all. This shows you the mindset of the people. The mindset of these type of people is really gone. They over in this land of their captive, where Yah told Abraham thousands of years they're going to be in captive. They over here trying to teach. Listen to this, y'all. Let me tell you if this is not cuckoo clock. They over here in the land of their captives, trying to control the land of their captives, God, their belief, their name of their God. How dare you come to the land of your captives and try to control this land? Oh, you saying the name wrong. You got to worship this way. We got to have a feast. Oh, y'all celebrating pagan holidays. Thousands of years ago, Yah told Abraham in the dream that your seeds are going to end up in a land that you nor them shall not know of. Different language and everything. So where along the line can you go into a prison system and run the warden and the security and tell them what to do? So how is it you say you awaken and you understand that you in the land of your captives, but you're trying to run the land that he told Abraham thousands of thousands. Abraham, he told Jacob, he told Isaiah thousands of years ago. But you want to come over here and tell them, y'all celebrating pagan holidays. Shut your ugly mouth. You out of your land. When you were in your land, you reject celebrating the feast days, the holidays, and doing what you were supposed to do in your own land. Now you in somebody else's land, not the land of your own land, trying to tell them that they doing it wrong. Do y'all see? If you don't think that that's cuckoo clock, you cuckoo clock. See, if you really sit down sometimes and just think, you can see how Sister Deborah was told that she had beat the end game. Because I sat back and I let Yah be who he is and teach me, shut my mouth and hear his spirit minister to my spirit. What's what? He said, Deborah, I told Abraham that a long time ago, thousands of years ago. He said, Deborah, you read it. It's in Isaiah, Ezekiel, and Jeremiah, how they was in their own land, floating with milk and honey. They was over there doing all kinds of things against me, Deborah. Against me. I got even disappointed with the land because they had polluted it and profaned the land, had shed blood on the land, Deborah, had not kept the feast days, didn't do. He said they not kept the feast day. He said it's the Sabbath day. He said I didn't like their Sabbath days. He had an S on it. So I'm like saying, they did all that in the promised land. Well, why are they hooping and hollering about who's over there now? They got our land. They over there, that's our land. They took our land. In the land of their captives, they trying to prove their captives that somebody got something that belonged to them and they need to get their land. And not only that, we entitled to some money. You really believe that Yah is going to give you reparations to get up out of here with? You see, that's a sad thing. But the ones that have been leading the people, it said it in Isaiah and Ezekiel that they caused the people to err. That's what he said. Even on these devil platforms, the way that they're teaching the people has caused the people to err. So now it makes sense to me today. It makes sense to me today why so many of our men left the Hebrew Israelite movement. Now it makes sense to go somewhere else and tread. Now it makes sense. It makes sense now. Because they really couldn't make sense of what they was teaching no way. because they was teaching as if somebody done something to them and not teaching as if Yah placed you here because of what you done, not what somebody done to you. Big difference. You're not here on this land because somebody did something to you. You're on this land because of what you did to the Creator. That's great. That's way bigger than what somebody have done to you. That's bigger than what you're lying to these people. So this is probably why a lot of the men dropped it, because they come to realize that they're gonna go another route, because they realized that a lot of stuff they were saying wasn't true. It wasn't true, y'all. And a lot of the women's today still trying to run that game down. They think it's so important that you know that a white woman and a white man said that you are the people. You see how stupid they are? You see how stupid they are? If you really knew you being the people, what is that it consists of, you would be sad. Like y'all said, I had pity for my namesake. You would be sad that you are that ugly people. And that's where the problem is at. We make ourselves better than everybody else under Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but don't see why we end up being in the situation as if we the better people. That's not true. That's not true. And this is why the nations are going to praise him. This is why the heathens are going to say, you are the I am. They're going to exalt his holy name. It's because once they see the right hand and the stretched out hand of Yah restore the promised land and restore the people, they're going to say, oh no, there got to be Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob God. There got to be an I am. There is an I am. They're going to know that he is. They're going to glorify him. All because of what? Restoring the promised land and restoring Israel. It's going to cause all not all, the nations, some nations, and the heathens to believe that he is the Most High Yah. Y'all, that's just too much. That's just too much. That stuff, just the thought of it, it's just too much, y'all. It's just too much. It's too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. And it's all about understanding it. That is the liberty. That is the freedom. Because understanding allow you to be free in your spirit as well as in your flesh, to understand when that's why Yah did that to us. That makes sense. This is why we're here where we at in times about to get worse. And we're going to still be here when we're supposed to have 400 years. This is why. But what he do? Didn't he tell in Revelation chapter 7? Remember, he told the angels, hold up. Go down there and tell the 4 angels on the corner who's holding the wind back. Tell them to take this seal and seal minds in their forehead. I like that. Because if he thought that everybody was going, he wouldn't have no need to seal heads in the forehead. And this is going back to what I say, they have teachers, everybody. They don't want to really teach you spirit and truth. They just want to teach you enough to win your like and your subscriber and your praise continually. So Sister Deborah, I hope you got something out of it. It's something that I've said over and over and over and over. Somebody came up with praising the Most High Yah and glorifying him. And from when I saw that, I just took it from there, because I thought, hey, wait a minute, Father, that's what you said, that the outcome going to be when the nations and the heathens see how you restored everything. They're going to praise you. They're going to glorify you. And this individual was saying, I don't know if y'all read their message on in the live chat. They said that all he wants is something like all he looks for is glory, glorifying him and praising, or praising and glorifying him. And that just stuck in my head, and I just took it from there, because that's all he accept. All this other old clowning, oh, he ain't into all that. So, hi, Sister Deborah. Did anybody have any other questions? If not, I give a few minutes. Uh-huh. And you know what I think too? I think that you know, to me, I look at it like this. Because I don't have to lie to make myself feel better, or to make my family look better, or to make my nation or my tribe appear to be better. I can tell the truth and keep it real. You see what I'm saying? And what I will say this here, how can we stand back and see our tribe doing things and tell everybody they're not doing anything? You know, it's nothing's going on. It's nothing we can do about what they're doing. We can't stop them. We can't change it, but we can own that thing. That's all we can do. We can own it. We can own up to it. And when my daughter said that, I saw her car tore up. She went to Texas a couple of weeks ago, and I saw the back of her car tore up on the corner, tore up. And I said, look at here. I wonder how she got that. And I don't know if it's true or not. My daughter said when she was coming down to the north side, I said, see there? And that's like 2 weeks ago. She don't normally come down. She said that for years. She don't even come down there. But that's how her car got hit. You know how they be speeding and going in and out, and you can tell somebody hit her on the side and tore up her Honda. But it's things that we're doing as people, and we don't have no shame in it. Like I hear men now talking about we need to support P. Daddy. Melanated, brown-skinned men. We shouldn't throw him under the bus. We should support him. They making him look bad. When they make him look bad, it make us look bad. Baby, you late. You look bad without him. And that's what the Father was saying. He had to have pity on his own name, because you ain't going to have it. You don't see nothing you done wrong. Created to praise him. You are exactly right. Where along the line did we miss that, I wonder? How did we get off of that? How did we get off of understanding that we were created to praise and glorify him? Where along the line did we that? But because that's exactly what it said in the beginning. Yep, it was under the bus before there were a bus. You sure right. But a lot of the melanated men are taking sides against each other regarding P. Daddy. You notice T.D. Jakes, you don't hear nothing else about it. And all you keep hearing is other things about Puff Daddy, and that's because the elites, they did that to him. They brought that stuff out on him like that. Cassie didn't do that with the strength of her own self. Those that been up under Diddy been up under the elites. Art Kelly, P. Diddy, T.D. Jakes, all of them. They're following the protocol. This is not what they started. This is the elites. They started all of this. And when they get ready to hang them, they let them hang out by themselves. Now, what P. Daddy, I hate that. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's this lady named Carrie Ann. I think that's her name. I really disapprove of her as she continued to say she's a prophetess. I totally disapprove of her because she tells you all kind of worldly matters out of a stupid, self-centered opinion. And when I mean that, I mean she tells you stuff. She just take you too far deep into situations that's not even there, and she cannot come back, and she will not come back and correct her error. Oh no, no, no! You would have swore down that the world was going to end with 3 days of darkness because of the eclipse. You listen to this young lady. The things that she says is just off the chain. And guess what she posts? She posts, I didn't look at it, but I just saw, you know how you're going through YouTube and you see her post um, a rope. Now listen to this. A rope around P. Daddy's neck. And she got his face and a rope. Who will stand back and let her do that? Why would her subscribers and her likes stand and allow her to do that? This is what I was telling y'all. People love chaos. She's sending the heathens and the Gentiles, or the elites. She's telling them. She's telling the world that, look, y'all need to tie a rope around his neck. You don't do things like that. She sold for months, for a good 4 months. She made videos about Kyrie and what's his name? Kanye. She said Kanye is Moses and Kyrie is Aaron. And nobody, I sit back and think, why isn't nobody questioning what she's saying? She says she's a prophetess. Baby, you can. She putting all kind of pictures of people and sending all kind of, to me, it's like witchcraft and sorcery, because you should never put a picture of that man with a rope around his neck and sending it to the world. Good night, y'all. Judith is gone. The males and females, they gone. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Appreciate everybody in the live chat. It's good to see you. It's gone, girl. Y'all, Judith is gone. Males and female, they gone. Shalom and shalom. I can't.